Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm SMS, and we're going to get into this, but this is GM Chat. Not going to be a long one today, just going to take a look at prices and pretty much just that. Just get a little, sentiment check, kind of see what's cooking. I was listening to some spaces this morning, taking a look at the timeline, but not too in depth. It's been busy. But happy to be here with you guys. I got 20 guys in the room right now. If you want to share this out, get some more people in here. I do appreciate the support. If not, it's all good. We're gonna cook anyway. But again, this is GM Chat presented by SMS Live. The reason I say SMS Live, if you guys ever had a idea of want to put a show together, let me turn down this fucking music. It's a little bit loud there. Hold on a second. All right, that's better. But if you ever had an idea for a show, if you wanted to come on and collaborate, you're more than welcome to. You can just be a PFP, or you can be, showing yourself just like me, Docs. It's not that big of a deal, but completely up to you. If you guys want to try out streaming, you've never done it before, this is an opportunity for you to jump on here and get involved. It's not too hard. You just kind of put one of these guys up here, you talk into it, and you go from there. Hopefully you're bringing vibes and value, because that's the name of the game. But again, I'm SMS here with Solana Made Simple, bringing you the latest from Bitcoin, Solana, and what's going on in crypto and Web3 on the timeline, all of that kind of stuff. No bullshit, just like I said, vibes and value all the way through. The quote of the day is one a little bit more specific to me, but I hope this applies to you, or at least you can find a way to make this happen for yourself. But I'm in an absolute amazing position in my life right now. I'm absolutely like floored that I got here and I was able to make this shit happen. And it's not it's not luck. It's not anything that was just handed to me. It was very clear that from verbatim it was said, you deserve this. Like this, you earned this shit. And it's not one of those things where you have the most mind share because you pop up, because you put some work in. It was the constant repetitions. It was showing up for the community. It was finding an initiative that was bigger than myself. It wasn't a matter of like, can I be the most popular? It was like, how can I grow this and support everybody in this thing and not just take all the credit like that? It was like, those are the things and those are the characters that you start to look at people on a bigger scale when you're trying to grow something. And you got to wonder like, hey, are you really building this for yourself, or are you building it for something else? But I found an opportunity, and it developed into a dream job. I can literally just connect and work anywhere in the world right now, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So here's the thing. I got this, but I'm working like I don't have it. I'm working like I have a lot to prove to myself, not to just Marinade Finance, not to Zeus Network, not to the DD Gaming Labs, because it's not just Marinade. It's all three of these put together. I got 3 jobs right now, and obviously there's one that takes precedent over the other. But the thing is, I've reevaluated and structured my my daily routine, because it's not going to work the way it used to. I can't, always do these GM chats. I just found a little window of opportunity this morning. So I was like, all right, let me talk a little bit about this. It's the end of the week. So it is what it is. It'll be recorded and then kind of clip it. But the name of the game is showing up every single day, and you'll find yourself at one point you're going to wake up an overnight success. And again, I'm in an amazing position in my life, and I'm still working like I'm not, because I know that there's so much more. Gratitude and hunger can coexist. Being thankful for where you are doesn't mean stop. People that sleep on a win typically wake up with a loss. People that are happy because they knock one out of the park strike out the next time at bat, because they're not just getting on base every time. You want the guy that's getting on base every time. Sure, you want that home run hit guy, but that he's just going to end up being a designated hitter, and the value goes down. You just kind of need him in that clutch position. But if they don't perform every single day, you don't have reliability. You don't have the best product. So you got to think about it. You got to be a little bit humble when it comes down to that. It means recognizing the blessings that you have, but you still put in the grind like you're chasing it. It's a big thing there. That mindset is how you level up again and again and again. When you see people that can do this kind of thing and they don't break out of that, it's because they're not learning to raise the floor. If you're not raising your floor, your shit looks like this. And that's great. But when you talk about sustainability and all of that kind of stuff for yourself or a company, for anything, you got to look at that. And those are metrics that people, that opinions aside, they're going to be like, well, there's gaps, there's holes. Do I want to invest into this? You got to think about that for yourself, and that goes a long way. But about me, I'm the social media and community lead at Marinade Finance, content marketing lead at DD Gaming Labs, and a member of the Zeus working group at Zeus Network. Guys, having a lot of fun out here. I hope you guys are too. Make sure you follow all of the different platforms. It's on my link tree in my bio. And again, so the schedule today is going to be whatever the hell happens. I got a lot of work to do. But as far as going forward, going to try to do GM chat like earlier than this time. Like I'm probably going to be trying to do this between 7 and 8. still going to be doing the Tuesday stream every single Tuesday at 8 a.m. That's going to be happening. But I'm thinking about potentially even scrapping GM chat out as a schedule and just doing something later in the evening at like 8, 9 o'clock, something like that before, the 10 o'clock stream, so on and so forth. I think there's an opportunity there, but it makes sense for my schedule, makes sense for, what's going on. And as traveling and stuff happens, I think this schedule is going to, unravel a little bit more. So I'm just playing with times and figuring things out. But if there is any inconsistency, it's because I'm doing a lot on the other end. And that's just the name of the game sometimes. But as far as spaces, still going to be rocking those out on Sundays and Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got Solana Gains is our Sunday space now. That's I've kind of rebranded that over from Solana Chillin'. Working with the Gains community, just kind of hearing a little bit about that. I was talking with Dilemma for a little while last night. And I think the game plan is we're going to be breaking down, I'm assuming that we're going to do something like this. At least my idea. Maybe we'll change it by Sunday. But we want to talk about the white paper, the documents, and really break it down so people can understand it. Because there's so many moving parts. I kind of forget like the first thing we talked about, and I don't want other people to be in that position where they're like, well, it's cool, but what the hell? There's so much. Like, it is a lot, and like most NFT projects aren't doing as much. These guys got an entire ecosystem from Gotham Labs to Gains NFT to probably something else I'm forgetting. You see what I'm saying? So Sunday, we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be breaking it down. And first things first, I want to get the community together. So Solana Gains, hopefully this is going to be a nice little community showing. First, whether they show up, I don't know. I'm going to be there. It's going to be recorded. And, Dilemma is going to be there. We're going to be breaking it down. So hopefully you guys tune in. Really like what they got. It's pretty interesting. But we also got Tuesday Space with Marky. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Solana Chillin'. Bringing the vibes and value as well. But real quick, let's take a look at the charts and see what Bitcoin looks like. Kind of talked about it coming down. That's just what we kind of expected, and it did. I think we said 112 was exactly where we thought it was going to go to. So let me find the thing that helps me share my screen. How did I zoom in on my laptop? I did not mean to do that. There we go. Let's not do either. All right. Damn, it's already 10 o'clock. All right, we're going to get through this shit pretty quickly, guys. I'm not going to be hanging out most of the day. And need to go here. Oh. This is interesting because you got a little bit of a double bottom rate, double bottom right here. But if it bounces, you'll be in a nice W. I don't know. You'll see what happens, but it definitely broke down the trend. So you can adjust this. Whoops. Didn't want to do that, but let me rewind that. That's ugly looking. I don't like it. So let's see what happens there. I mean, the good thing is you have come down and it is not done selling off, I don't think, but we did kind of call that it was going to retrace and probably come down to this area because that's where it broke out, the support resistance. You just see all of these different lines right here. If we extend this one straight across, you're going to see that it kind of like skims across the top. So if this doesn't bounce here, let me put one right there. I like that. It's likely to come in this range maybe, and then use this as support. If it can hold that floor right there, that's going to be like down to $110,000, $108,000. That would be my targets for where this heads. Let's just draw a little circle and see, this comes down here. Maybe it does something like that because it kind of maybe repeats this pattern. Maybe we get, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But something tells me it's not going to do this. And something tells me it's coming down. I don't like that. It'd be nice if it did something similar here. Recovered up really quick. I mean, it looks like almost like that. You know, you got the first part, but if it can continue and just bounce up there, we'd be pretty. Yeah, I guess that's the other move. If it does somehow figure that way, like go like this. I don't know, but we got this support and resistance. We got some channels up here to pay a little bit more attention to if it can find a little bit more support. Like I said, let me zoom out to this. It looks like it wants to. It wants to try. And the MACD is showing a little bit strength right here. You got to get something to flip though. We'll see how the weekend kind of plans out. I mean, this could bounce over the weekend and then, you know, like do this pattern. It could continue up that way and just be a reversal, and that'd be nice. But and then you have your head and shoulder, which might be bad. I don't know. We'll see. We still might have some downside, but you got to think about this when we're talking about these and all of that. Just remember, you know, into October when the ETFs and you know, these things are supposed. I mean, this is Bitcoin, so it's a little bit different, but the ETFs. There's a lot of news. There's a lot of things that kind of go into that leading into the fall. Kind of bullish on it. I'm gonna say this flips. I'm gonna say it bounces here and we run up. I'm betting bullish. I'm betting that we don't go too low. Maybe 110, 108 on a flash or something. I don't think we go much lower than that. That's just what I'm gonna call. Could I be wrong? 100%. That's the name of the game here, guys. But I think we bounce. Bounce. Man, R. Kelly ruined everything. Can't even say fun songs like that anymore. All right, let's take a look at Salami. Salamis. All right, all the way out to, let's go to the Dale. Let's go to the daily. Can't even fucking speak. What's wrong with me? All right. Damn, this thing's about to coil up, bro. I feel like this is gonna be a bullish little flag forming right here. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Just looking at something. Because these are you got a lower high almost. I mean, you're not getting the higher, you know, the staircase pattern on top. I mean, barely, I guess. Hold on. I can't even see. The stupid line's in the way. Let's get rid of this. Okay, it is higher. All right. You're still bullish. It just looks a little crazy right here. Hopefully we get this kind of situation right here. This is what would be nice. If it breaks out from right here, where's that at? Where's that line up? Is that the top of the other one? Yeah. So this right here, all right, right across the top there. All of these resistance points right there, like in this same area, I like where it's at because it keeps showing strength. And now it's coiling up where this is kind of like right in the middle there. I bet this kind of pops up from here. We like maybe even a little bit lower. I don't know. Maybe it plays out. I'm going to think, I don't know. I think it's going to do something like this and then come up. Like, but more like this. I think it does that. It's kind of looking like that to me. I'm going to watch that. Who knows? Exactly. But it's been toying with the same area for like 2 years, it seems like, right? Almost 2. Once it got here, it just stayed in this channel. And you're here now, but it's like doing a staircase pattern. It's increasing. I'm thinking that it's trying to break out of this and use that as support. Like if we can get through that shit And then I don't even care if it comes down, but if it bounces up there, that's what I want. There's a rocket. All right, we're close. You see, like with this, let me back that up. This would take us all the way to like next summer to get here if this split like took that long. If it just trends that way and it keeps that pattern, which wouldn't be bad because this would be like the spike in October, right? Like let's look at the November. So that could be the response reaction situation, a cool off into the end of the year. Spring comes around, taxes, everybody's getting bullish. That's April. Likelihood it's not going to go straight up. I don't know. I'm just drawing lines on a chart, but I am going to get out of here, guys. Not going to be here long. I think I said that earlier when we got into this. More or less, guys, we just wanted to look at the price. We want to see what's going on. Really, this is going to dictate a lot as far as everything, you're buying and selling and the pressure there. There's a lot of different things being, talked about on the space and the timeline and shit like that. But the number one thing you can do in this situation is to go stake your Solana with Marinade Finance. Protect your bag, because with everything going on, at least you can continue to add to the pile. If you need to get it back out, it is instantly unstaked. So let's go ahead and take a clip, look at this clip before we get out of here.
I was glued to the charts. Every dip felt like the bottom. Every pump, just the beginning. But it never was. I lost sleep. I lost some soul. Then, I lost myself. Until I didn't. There was another way. I didn't have to chase green candles. I could make my soul work for me. Marinade staking. Instead of betting on meme coins, validators were competing for my stake. Hundreds of them, competing for the highest rewards. But not everyone gets my stake. Only the best earn it. No downtime, no shortcuts. Sam automatically delegates my stake to the top validators. Miss the APY threshold? No stake. Underperform? Bonds protect my rewards. And the best part? It works for both liquid and native staking. It's time to stop playing the game and start stacking wins. Minimize risk, maximize rewards. Marinade staking.
All right, guys, you know the deal. Go ahead and check it out. You can start with, 0.1 Solana. Check it out instantly. And they literally have a button on there. We should just go take a look at it real quick. That says test it. But here, let's just do that. Let's just walk through it real quick. Since I have you here. Oh, hold up. We got another little of announcement type thing going on right here. Let's take a look at this. This is sick. Let me pull this up. Oh, right there. Guess click on this right here. See it? 204 members, baby. We made it. I wanted to hit this by the end of the month. Or by the end of the week, and we got it, dude. I was super pumped about it. It's Friday. I think I posted on like Tuesday or Wednesday. I was like, come on, let's pump it up. We only need like 20 more people into the kitchen. The chefs are cooking, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the content, highlight some of these guys out here. We really appreciate all of your support talking about this, keeping it on the timeline. Whether you're a one-hit wonder and you knock it out of the park, or you show up every single day, it all is very much appreciated. But the biggest thing is, keeping it organized and being able to share it and support each other. When you kind of go rogue like that, we don't always see it, but it's great. I mean, it expands out there, but I love seeing the support in here. I love seeing these people connecting from all over the world. Like, I'm meeting new people every single day that come in here. So it's a lot of fun for me. So take a look at these guys and see their content. A lot of these are very, specific to their brands. And I like seeing that as well, because it's kind of cool to see that little, different taste of a flavor. But supporting the community is a lot better than just doing it for yourself. Like I was saying earlier, that's the biggest thing with being a master chef, in my opinion. And the way that I look at community building, when you kind of just, you want the attention, and it serves a bigger purpose when you try to help everybody else around you. You know what I mean? And I'm back. But like I said, getting into the kitchen and sharing your content here means a lot. It shows that you want to see this succeed, not just a very specific thing to yourself. You don't see a lot of people winning when they I don't know. You just got to look at it that way, guys. It's a community. You want to see this kind of growth, and you want to see this kind of like support. And I don't know. I'm just going to continue to push that narrative, and I want to cultivate a better space moving forward. We all we got. You're only as strong as your weakest link, no matter how good the top dog is. But if you have somebody that's not getting any love and support, it's like, why don't you show up for your community kind of thing? So get into the kitchen. If you got some content, if you want to start streaming, you need help making content, hit me up. Maybe I can help you out and give you a hand with something. Maybe you can give me a hand. Maybe I got something to learn from you guys, because that's always an opportunity, in my opinion. So with that being said, man, get in the kitchen and let's cook. And let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. I'm going to sign into my wallet here. Let me go to this. Dun, 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 dun. All right. We are locked and loaded over here. So let's go to steak now. And once you get into this point, so you can go to stake your soul or migrate your soul. If you are staking in an LST with somebody else, you can come on over here and migrate it. You just click this button. And the thing about this is you get 10 MNDE marinade token for 1 Solana that comes over. The other part about that is we have a vote and a proposal going on right now. And the thing about the proposal is there's a 40% burn option that is at like 80 or 90% right now as far as votes. It's probably going to be 40% of the entire supply getting cut right there, plus all of the other incentives and things that are being built into this. There's only about a day and a half left for voting. So make sure you guys are taking a look at that and getting your votes in, because there's also rewards for active staking rewards at the ASR. So make sure you guys are using your vote power. It rewards you. You are going to get benefited from it. I am not kidding with you. There's 25 million marinade tokens sitting in a little chest waiting for my fingers to take them, because I'm just kidding. All of you guys as well. You have equal parts. That's the best part about having these governance tokens and the proposals put in there. You get a say of what happens with the, the entire supply. Like, why not? It's like you're part of the, the team, and you get to, vote on that. But anyway, stake with Marinade Native. You can migrate your whole entire, collection or your bag over here. But we're going to go to Stake Soul real quick to show you guys how quickly and easily you can use the liquid staking, which is kind of like my favorite option because it opens up the DeFi doors of opportunity. And we are at 8.06 APY, and Marinade Finance is always going to have the highest APY with the staking auction marketplace, because we get the best ones, we get the best validators, and we give you the best returns. It's just plain and simple, that easy. All right, I'm just going to do 0.1 just for the sake of showing you guys. Let's do 0.111 just because it's a cool number. And And then let's see, that's going to give you 0.08 MSOL. You're not losing any SOL. It's just a different price because the MSOL outprices Solana. So just keep that in mind. Now we are going to, why does it say insufficient funds? I have, oh, 0.1. Oh, this is my stupid ass. Well, that's my ledger. Well, one of them, but. Oh. Disconnect. Boom. Connect. Boom. Okay. That should work now. So, ta-da. You're now staking. You're going to get a little pop-up on the side over here. You approve it, and then swibbity swap, you're staking. 0.11, getting 8% APY. You go back to staking, and there you go. And then you go to manage. Now you can see your stake position. Total stake 0.11. Hold up. My bad. You guys probably could see that as well. There's your stake position amount. There's what's available, the average yield you're going to be getting, your positions, so on and so forth. So you can add to your stake. So when I talk to you guys about, you can dollar cost average into your position. If you just needed to start with a small amount, use the liquid staking amount. You can do this, and then you can swap it over to native if you wanted to do so. It's completely up to you, but you can add to it. So look, you can just simply click this again. You go like this. Let's put that back into the pot. Have a little pop-up come up, approve that over, snap your fingers, liquid staking. It's like magic, guys. Back to staking again here. So, all right, now you need to go grab a meme coin because Yeezy's launching round 2. All right, let's get this money back. What are we going to do? So you can just go to manage your position. Pretty simple stuff over here. You hit unstake instantly, get that liquidity back into your wallet so you can send it to the moon and go buy your mama a house or something like that. So unstake. Clickety clack, just testing, submit, skippity skip, boom. Remember the guy Emerald, that what's his name? He was like a chef. I'm about to start doing the Emerald live, John. I just thought of that. That's so funny. Yo, that'd be hilarious if I'm gonna watch him and do some kind of fun content. Slippage exceeded, try again. Okay, let's just try that again. That's so funny. Emerald Live. I think that's his name, Emerald, right? He was like the chef. Boom. Yeah, see, look. All right, back to staking. So you can go back to stake, and then you can see your own reports. This is something you guys saw announced recently. And then look, all of your Solana is back into that. Check out your reports, see if you got anything going on. You get the whole report. You click the button, breaks it down, and shows you how it's performing on the entire blockchain. Look, guys, Marinade's got this thing down packed and buttoning this thing up, and there's more and more coming up. I wish I could share all the cool stuff, but I can't. But I also get to be the one to help deliver it to you guys and meet you guys where you're at. But again, if you guys are not in the community, if you're creating content for Marinade Finance, dude, I urge you to get into the community. I'm just going to stop right there. Get into the community. Start with the kitchen and see how rewarding that could be for you in the future. That's all I'm going to say about that. We have the Master Chef program. We are always taking a look at people that are supporting the community and really pushing that forward. It starts with that. If it starts with you and how good you are, you're only good as you're strong, or only as good as your weakest link, man. So let's get this together. Let's bolster this thing up and take this thing to new heights, man. I think we can really go to the moon with this thing, for real. So. You guys have a good rest of your day. If you are not staking your Solana, it's as simple as that. Marinade Finance makes staking simple. And that's that. You guys have a good day. Peace.